how's it going? I got a crazy new setup going on right now. This is what I was talking about with the moving to a new spot hopefully soon and getting everything ready. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling quite nice. I got two monitors now. I'm looking at the recording. I'm looking at this, and then I'm also looking at the game. I'm looking at the game right now as well. So I got what I'm focusing on is here is the game, and then I got what's recording right now, which is absurd. It's absurd. I've got space. Anyway, on more bleak news, I wanted to talk about a couple things. I want to talk a little bit about my heavy metal team. That was kind of the focal point of this video, but I also wanted to mention the new balance patch that came out recently. I don't know if I can check it here and show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys have seen it. That's why I didn't really want to devote an entire video to it, because there's already multiple content creators doing this. Juby made a great video on it, and then I think oh my gosh, there's a few content creators, very great people. I can mention them in the description once I actually remember. But they're all making fantastic content covering all of this. But I wanted to talk about probably my least favorite part about this game, actually, which is a specific unit, Lightbear. This unit is absolutely busted. There really shouldn't be a monster where if you put it on your defense, it is impossible to get cleaved. And like, yeah, you technically can CC it if the opponent doesn't have great gear, like if they're not running super high resistance. But a lot of them, especially where I am in Arena, have progressed is high resistance, and then I am forced to try and cleave the rest of the team, and then also work in Dark Joker so that I can actually counter him. And that is assuming that it is not a very high damage Lightbear. If it's a super high damage Lightbear or on a stun set, I'm forgetting what it's called right now, bash. If it's on a bash set, super high damage, then I can't even beat it with a Dark Joker. It just goes on forever. And then that's also assuming that they don't have a set of Reflect on their Lightbear, because if they have a set of Reflect, then my Dark Joker doesn't even counter it. So like, you can do a couple things. You can Oblivion it. There are ways to counter it. I got Ruby 3 basically dedicating my entire team to countering Lightbear. My entire strategy was against Lightbear, because that's the only unit you actually have to build against. Because every defense has it, because why wouldn't you? If you could run 3 Lightbears and like a cleanser or something, it would probably be one of the best arena defenses in the game. And this nerf really doesn't change why it's good. This part, reducing the additional crit rate from 50 to 30, is such a negligible change, partially because what makes Lightbear so good is it takes no damage and heals because it can't be crit, right? And it can crit on the revenge, and that's taking 20% of the additional crit rate away, but also skill 2 crit buffs it. So you're already getting, after this change, you're getting what, 60% crit rate just from it existing right? So you already don't have to load up on crit rate even after this change. So anyway, it's got me a little bit up in arms, and I'm very disappointed in how they're handling this, because if you look at the stats, they were saying that it's actually losing on arena defense, and that's why they're not really changing it. Like, the win rate isn't crazy high or whatever, and part of that is because it's being jammed in basically every defense it can fit in. This is already almost 6 minutes. I'm sorry, this is a rant, but you jam it in everything, and people with not very good gear can. A lot of people with not very good gear are getting to high levels because of it, and then people that are actually like farming gear beat them out, like, because of gear difference, like sheer gear difference. Because remember, Lightbear is extremely easy to gear. It's got almost no gear requirements. You don't have to stick speed on him. Just rely on him revenging and basically one-shotting and healing up. It's just such an oppressive monster in the metagame, and I really hope they do more soon to change it, because honestly, it's just kind of discouraging to play against in arena. Like, I'm not doing Rush Hour really, because I have to fight Lightbear every defense. Sorry about my rant. I'm done. I just wanted to address that. I really hope they change that a little bit more. The new monsters look really cool. I suggest you check out some other content creators. I don't want to make a bunch of content that other people are making, and then, I don't know, like, they got great content on it. So no need to make extra and waste your guys' time as well. Anyway, I wanted to move on to the actual point of this video. Gosh, this is so crazy. I'm looking at, like, I want both of my eyes to go two different directions. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about my Dragons team, or sorry, my heavy metal team. Jeez. And I want to make sure that it's all geared up first, because I switched a couple gear pieces around to make a couple different teams work. So I've got, this is the team. I'm getting ahead of myself. Double Popo. You have to make your puppet artist quite fast to be able to lap the boss and reduce attack bar and all that good stuff to get you enough turns. I got pretty low speed on my Popo Rider, just trying to get some decent damage and accuracy. You don't have to worry about speed too much if you're doing this team. If you're trying to cycle a bunch, yeah, okay. I don't remember where I moved this piece of gear, but he basically has to move first and then one shot. We're close to one shot. So let me touch up this gear real quick. I believe, what's a damage dealer that I just geared up? I also got, I got her finally. So I'll be making a video on her. Hopefully she'll be able to counter Lightbear quite well, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see, where did I put that piece of gear? Shoot. I'm looking for, no, it's not on him. It's on him. I'll be right back. I'm gonna figure out where the hell this gear is. I can't find it. Oh, wait. Oh, it was this one. Okay, never mind. We are good. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm so distracted today. Gosh, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, stick this guy on there. Yeah, okay. All right. And you can obviously make his stats more obtainable if you just add some Inspire sets. So also skilling him up helps his damage a lot. I think I'm maybe missing a skill up for damage on this, so that's another way you can lessen the stat requirement, because that's a lot of damage. So let's see. It's gonna fail for the first time ever. Right now, right now is when it's going to fail. Okay, yeah, we got the defense breaks. We got the lag, of course. That's like a poster child of my channel at this point. Uh-huh. And I'll show you the AI afterwards, but honestly, I think it can all just be base AI. I don't think there's a problem with it. But yeah, just make sure that you have 100% crit rate on everything. That's extremely important for a consistent run. And obviously this guy can have 85 since Fire Dungeon. It's looking good. But I've done a lot of runs of this. Just for testing purposes, I'll still be sticking to Boxer. But just to make sure that it works properly. And even when this guy's on super low accuracy, but even when he misses his attack bar decrease, it still keeps the boss CC'd. So I'll do a couple runs of this. But I wanted to showcase this because this is like a roughly 40-second team usually. I think my time is a little slower because of the lag here, but this 42 seconds I got with this team earlier today. So, and obviously, if you get a lot more attack on this guy and get better gear or just a lot of sets of Inspire, then you're going to be doing a lot more damage, and you'll guaranteed one-shot those waves, because he sometimes does one-shot those thicker golems. I'm not sure why he doesn't always. I haven't read what these guys do, to be honest. Like, see, that guy died right there, and there's no variance in like crit rate or anything, so I'm kind of curious. I'll probably look into that on why that isn't a consistent amount of damage there. But either way, it's a very solid team. It hasn't lost once. Like, yeah, it one-shot it there, so it's interesting. But yeah, the water whisk catcher, honestly, if you have like water sorcerer, would be insanely good instead. The only reason I built the water whisk catcher is because I don't have a water sorcerer, and the water whisk catcher is also very free-to-play friendly. Wait, did I miss a crit? Am I missing gear on this thing or something? Because I think I only saw 19k damage on the boss there, and that's why I'm not killing it here. Because yeah, I'm totally losing this. Let's see here. Because I think I might have missed a crit. Do I have like 95 crit rate or something on one of these? I have 80. Oh, I missed that ran really well for missing a piece of gear. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? That's really funny. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I was messing with my gear a lot today, just switching things around for teams. Oh, that's so funny. I totally embarrassed myself there. Okay. Crit rate, slot 2, piece of gear. I'm like, yeah, this team works perfectly. It's never lost. And totally that's really funny. Sure. Oh no. I think I might have re-geared my my blue barbarian for some guild content or something, and that is why. And obviously, the luck rate can be way higher. I've just built this team to show that this is actually a very viable speed team. If you have these Nat 3s and these 2 Nat 4s, which is going to be a lot more viable than having specific Nat 5s, obviously. And the gear requirements aren't that high. Like, I purposely put a little bit low stats on here just to show that it is working with like under 200 crit damage. So, but yeah, now, no, this is fine. We can do 6 runs. I mean, maybe we won't do all 6 runs, but yeah, I just want to show that this is consistent and a very, very viable team for you to go for. And I think that the times are a little messed up because I'm not playing on my phone, I'm playing on my computer, so it's quite laggy. I have some like some issues with like my CPU, I think. Something's going on there. But yeah, I just wanted to show this team because there's a lot of teams out there But a lot of them don't really feel very free-to-play friendly. So, and this has two specific LD3s. You know, you gotta have those if you're gonna make a speed team. You know, you gotta have some monsters. But there's a lot of viable teams in general. Like I was running like I think Juby showed my team in his video on my boxer team, my lucky boxer team. If you've watched that, most people watching me have probably seen that video at this point. But yeah. So you can see my slower team on that, and then I just built this today, and I've been messing around with it too, because I believe it or not, haven't spent that much money on it compared to a lot of people, especially my guildies, like total whales. It is wild. Can't believe it. I've spent a couple $100, but nowhere near a lot of these people. And I want to show that teams like these are viable even with lower budgets. Like I'm not free to play by any means, but I definitely have a lower budget than a lot of players making speed teams and stuff like that. So totally a viable dungeon to do, relatively free to play. Like this is totally doable, and with a lot higher luck. If you just do luck slot 2 on these popos and just maybe get a little bit more crit damage, then you'll already, like, that's 52 luck right there. So it's super viable to get higher luck. I just kind of threw this team together today because I wanted to make some content on it, because it is a dungeon that a lot of people do want to farm. I suggest like focusing boxer personally, but I think this team is really nice, and it is viable into endgame, doing endgame gear farming. So yeah, I definitely wanted to show it because of how free-to-play friendly it was. Oh gosh, it's gonna lose. No, yeah, and that's why the puppet artist has to be so fast right there. It lapped and got the attack bar down before the boss moves. Because if the boss moves, you're kind of cooked. Yeah, you're probably gonna lose. That shield is so thick. It's so thick. You need a strip yeah, you basically need a strip if you're gonna fight through that shield. So, yeah, you can go the slower route too. I mean, I suggest like a lot of CC. After this run, I'll throw together something, maybe using more CC monsters. This like a team that I was running before I made this team today. But I think overall this is going to be a team that quite a few people probably can make, since the game is relatively generous with LD stuff. If you're doing your secret tunnel, I think is what it's called. I have the same problem Juby does, where I can't remember the name of that thing, that content. Frick, now I gotta check. Now I gotta check. That's decent. It is Lost Tunnel. Lost Tunnel. Gosh darn it! I should make a video on this. I stopped early because I realized that I should probably make a video on Lost Tunnel. Probably especially this stage. This stage looks very tough. We'll see. Maybe I can't beat it. I definitely need to use a lot of reps for some of these stages, because I don't have Water Sorcerer, and it's so strong. Also, Water Specialist. If you have Water Specialist, you're doing very well, because of this absolutely busted ability, Hex. This debuff is so strong, and it ignores immunity, which doesn't mean anything for what is it, Lost Tunnel, but for PvP and stuff, it's absolutely busted. So strong. Such a strong ability. Anyway, let's see. Do I have some units geared up? Just some, like, maybe CC stuff with, like, this guy. For this team, you would want her faster. Definitely would want her faster. This guy's missing gear. What's the accuracy? That's good enough. I honestly think this team will work without good accuracy, without great stats, just because you're going to be CCing so much, and then just do kind of a little bit slower damage. I don't know who the last unit is, honestly, because like I would normally use like a Popo here, but that defeats the purpose, and I'm not going to use an LD3 right now because that's also defeats the purpose. Can I just run this like this? I want to see if this core can like take care of this dungeon, and then you can add like some damage dealer or something. It's hard to make a 4-man core really work well, especially in dungeons like this. But I think this should be good. This might be a longer run. I'm gonna cut to the boss. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. All right, let's see how this does against the boss. But I think this core is so strong for this dungeon. I don't know if it's gonna work, especially because I don't have the AI set for this guy to do the speed up skill. If this guy does the actual healing skill that gives you a speed up, that would be quite good, because I think crystals might start moving. Maybe this one will. No, I won't. No. I'm gonna stop talking. I think this could work. Everything's landing. I think you want minimum 75 ac on this dungeon. I'm pretty sure 75 accuracy is about the sweet spot. So, but again, this core it's slow, like very slow, but it's great if you add another damage dealer into it. This dungeon really isn't that bad if you know just what units to really put in. It's very, very doable, even from early on, because you don't need tanky gear or high damage gear. You just need like enough speed and the right units and some accuracy, and you'll be doing fine. You can do this dungeon. So even if it's slow, and also these units, like, they don't have to do crazy damage, so you can load them high on luck and be doing just as well as a lot of people's speed teams, just because you will have more gear selection, because they won't be able to have the luxury of running so much luck on their team. So especially if you're like free to play, don't have access to infinite gems. So 4 minutes right there, but that's also exaggerated because I'm playing on my computer and it's much slower. So those, I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that crap. Anyway, that's mostly what I wanted to show, is that dungeon, very doable, extremely easy if you have the right monsters and you know how to gear your stuff right. Obviously my gear is kind of fast, but like if you get this guy faster, you don't have to have him on high damage or anything. Just get the accuracy, get the speed, and then the rest is great. You know, obviously you want high luck rate, especially in dungeons. It's huge. Luck rate is massive. I just got my my boxer team to 300 luck, which is sweet. I'm super stoked about that. But anyway, I just wanted to mention the balance patch and everything, and I feel like it didn't really do anything or change anything, but that's my opinion. And I wanted to show this heavy metal team that is very free to play friendly, and that extra core that is extremely free to play friendly. I think you could probably replace the water puppet with something else that does CC. If you don't have water puppet, it's totally doable. But in general, I mean, a lot of people are going to have that team. But where it gets tough is the specific Nat 5s, at least for me. And Water Puppet Master, I can show you after this run, does not need skill ups. Does not need skill ups at all. Yeah, everything's so slow because my computer's lagging. But here you can see no skill ups. Like, that's just damage. That does not matter. None of that matters. So totally a doable team, even if you have one of each of these units, like, not skilled up at all. And the skill ups will help. The skill ups will speed up runs, and get you to pump a little bit more damage. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that and give you my 2 cents on the new change and everything. I think the new monsters look very cool, and I can't wait to test them out with you guys. All right, have a good one. Bye.